after the redemption of Yud Tes Kislev, the spreading of the wellsprings of Chassidus. The Alter Rebbe himself began saying longer Chassidic discourses. One example is on what this Maimer is based on. A Maimer which the Alter Rebbe said in the year 1808. Tovkuf Samaches. 1808. And that is Tovkuf Samaches, and he said a Maimer which goes on for pages. Very unusual for the Alter Rebbe to elaborate in so much in detail and in such a long Maimer. But this is how Maimorim began after 10 years earlier being released from prison, 1798. So then, after Yud Tes Kislev, the Alter Rebbe started to say longer Maimorim, to the extent that there was once a Maimer that he said, and he asked his children if they understand it. I think it was a Maimer, Zechar Avtufcha, and they didn't understand. He said it again. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it says over there, the Friedrich Rebbe says 6-7 times, to make sure they understand it. Because after Yud Tes Kislev, everything needed to come down in an intellectual way.
The Tanya was already published before?
The Tanya was published before, and the Tanya was a reflection of later, of intellect over emotions. But in general, the Hasidic discourses that the Alter Rebbe said before he was arrested and liberated from prison were actually more exciting ones, exciting the heart, and igniting the spark, and igniting the liveliness of a person. But it wasn't long Maimorim. They were shorter Maimorim. After that, he began saying more in detail and elaborate more, and they're mamish, I mean, in pages, they reflect as longer Maimorim.
Was the Torah or the Torah before?
Some of them were before. Like there's a Maimer in Likutei Torah in Parsha Baleischa, which is a Maimer called V'zeh Ma'is HaMeneda. He said it in Tovkuf Nun Hey, which is in 1795. And the Rebbe Rashav says, when we look at the Maimer, how he's speaking about igniting oneself, igniting the spark, igniting the liveliness. He says this is a typical example of before Petterburg, before Yud Tes Kislev. So this is what he was stressing then. But actually after that the Alter Rebbe had to bring down Chassidim to earth. I mean, it was after Yud Tes Kislev, a year later, the Alter Rebbe said a Maimer, Baruch she'asa nitzim Rabbi Seligson, that blessed is he who made miracles, accomplished miracles, that's how we began the Maimer, to our ancestors. The Baal Shem Tov and the Mezritch Magid, that's how he said it. Ba'yomim Moheim, in those times, in Chanukah and Purim, Bizman Hazeh Yud Tes Kislev. That's how he began the Maimer. And the Maimer is printed in Leirat Torah, from Tzemach Tzedek and Chanukah, it's Leirat Torah, the 5th volume. And the Maimer, primarily, the Tzemach Tzedek wrote the Maimer, the Rebbe Marash wrote comments on the Maimer, and the Maimer primarily speaks about the union of Chanukah and stresses the unique quality of a mind over heart. And the Friedrich Rebbe tells us in Esicha that what happened was that year after Yud Tes Kislev, Chassidim were very excited, the miracle that took place, the Alter Rebbe's feet. So in a sense, they became more Karlina Chassidim, sort of. And the Friedrich Rebbe doesn't say Karlina. They went out in the field and they were like jumping and excited, and they were davening loud, and it was completely not Chabad. They completely forgot who they are. And the Alter Rebbe saw that. He says, the Alter Rebbe said this Maimer. So the Friedrich Rebbe says they were hanging between earth and heaven, and this Maimer brought them back down to earth. So this was basically the stress of Chabad after Yud Tes Kislev. Tovkuf Samach. Talking on top of Lamed Beis, with the students of the Magid. But here, but I give him weiter that he needed to remind them again. Friedrich Rebbe Diburim mentions it, and it's printed as a sof in the Rapeda Breishis Hay. So then the Rebbe continues, permeated with peace of mind, peace of soul, and joy, and good-hearted, in peace, there will also be the peace going out, leaving the exile. As the Rebbe always brings, that leibim nusa seileichon, it won't be like by Mitzrayim that we ran out, kivorachon. It'll be leibim nusa, no bimnucha, b'shuva v'nachas tivasheu. The Rebbe says it'll be in a peaceful way, and in a calm way, leaving Golus. Bigula mitzvah v'ashleim, and the true and ultimate and complete redemption, or bekared mamash very soon, mehavaya sholim, from the Eibishter, whose name is the Inyan of Shalom.
Thank you.